bodies. So if you notice tension in your face or your jaw or your back, I want you to let it go as you breathe out. And then just allow your hands to relax on your lap again. We're going to take what we call a cleansing breath. So you're going to inhale deeply through your nose, and then you're going to open your mouth and take a big, heavy sigh. So we'll do it all together. Big inhale through the nose. Big exhale through the mouth. Just kind of letting all the tension go. Good, do that one more time. Inhale through the nose. Big, heavy sigh through the mouth. Good, and then when you feel ready, you can go ahead and allow your eyes to open. Sit a little bit straighter in your chair and scoot your butt forward. So feet are on the floor. Once again, maybe just raising the toes and raising the heels, alternating. So you're noticing the ground beneath your feet. So toes are up, heels are up. And you could just rest your hands on your thighs, palms down. Good, and then we're gonna come into what we call seated mountain pose. So your feet are on the floor, you're noticing all four corners of each foot on the ground, and then palms are gonna be forward. So you're opening up across the chest and shoulders, sitting up as straight as you feel comfortable. Nice deep breath in, raise your arms all the way up, look up, and then as you exhale, press your hands together, lower them down to your heart. Good, 2 more times. Inhale, sweeping the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Good, again, inhale, reaching the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Good, release your hands down, step your feet out a little bit wider. And next time I want you to inhale and raise your right arm up next to your ear. And then as you exhale, stretch over to the left. So stretching over to the left side. Nice big side stretch. And you can kind of rest your forearm on your thigh if you want, so kind of doing what feels good, but we're kind of stretching over towards that left side. So you should take a couple of nice deep breaths here into your side. So your right arm is up next to your ear. Bring your right arm up next to your ear. There you go, kind of stretching to the left, perfect. Good, nice deep breath in, come all the way up. You're gonna take your hands out nice and wide, like a big V shape. So imagine if there was a wall behind you and you were trying to touch the backs of your hands to the wall. Good, as you exhale, you're gonna set your right arm down, you're gonna reach your left arm up and over, side stretch. And you just go as far as you feel comfortable. So if you're like, no way, I'm not doing this today, that's okay, you just do what you can. And continuing to breathe. That's a big part of it, making sure that you're breathing as you're doing it. Nice deep breath in, come all the way back up. Again, try to touch the backs of your hands to the wall behind you. Exhale, stretch it over. This time I want you to circle out your wrists. One direction and the other direction. Good, then with that same hand, go ahead and open and close the hand a few times. Good. Keep relaxing your face and breathing. Deep breath in, come all the way back up. Exhale, right arm down, left arm up and over. Circle out the wrist, one direction, and then the other direction. Good, pause. Open and close your hand a few times. Just warming up the body. Good, deep breath in, come all the way back up. As you exhale, I want you to rest your forearms on your thighs and let your head hang. So kind of a modified forward bend, okay? So you stay where you are. I'm just gonna show you from this side. So lots of us have back pain, right? So if this doesn't feel good for you, then you can come out of it. But otherwise, I want you to just kind of bend forward a little bit to feel a stretch across your low back. Now, some people are more flexible. So if you have good lumbar or low back flexibility, you might be able to kind of bend forward and reach for the floor. So you're going to do what feels good for your body, okay? Let your head hang and breathe. If you tend to get lightheaded when you bend forward, then I don't want you to go as far. Good. Walk your hands up your legs slowly. Take your time. Come back up to that seated position and step your feet back in. Move right towards the edge of your chair. And now we're going to move into what we call seated cat and cow. So as you breathe in, I want you to sit up as straight as you can and bring your hands forward, lift your chin up. And then as you exhale, I want you to tuck your tailbone under and let your back round. And we're just going to go between those two positions. So as you inhale, you'll sit up tall, lift your chin. As you exhale, tuck and round, kind of C-shaping your spine. So once again, I'm going to show you from the side. So inhale, sit tall. You're tipping your pelvis forward, okay? And then as you exhale, you're going to round your back like you're kind of slouching. C-shaping your spine. So this is spine mobility. We're going to do it several more times. So inhale, sit up nice and tall. Palms forward. Exhale, tuck and round. Chin to the chest. So kind of stretching out between the shoulder blades. Good. Breathe in, sit up nice and tall. Good. Exhale, tuck and round. Chin to the chest. Good. 2 more times. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Look up. Chest is open. Beautiful. Exhale, tuck and round. Seated cat. Good. 1 more time. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Seated cow. Exhale, tuck and round. Seated cat. Now come back to that neutral spine. So what I mean by that is halfway between those two postures, okay? Take a nice deep breath in, bring your arms out to the side, so palms are forward. Take your left hand, give it a wave. Your left hand is going to go on the outside of your right leg. You're going to sit up as straight as you can, and then you're going to reach that right arm back and look back at it with your eyes. So you're twisting to the side. Okay, twisting to the side, so rotating back. Try not to bend backwards as you're turning, so if it doesn't work for you, if you have a higher chair back, then just kind of put your arm on the outside of the chair. Good. Nice deep breath in. As you exhale, think about turning to look at that hand, keeping the top of your head up towards the ceiling. So top of your head is up, you're kind of rotating from the lowest part of your belly. Good, and then slowly release from it. Come back to center, palms are forward, chest is lifted. You're gonna take your right hand and put it on the outside of your left leg. Sit tall, sit nice and tall. Reach your left arm back and look at it. So this is an easy spine twist. So do your best to stay up nice and tall, okay? You don't wanna be bending backwards. So each time you take a breath in, I want you to think about getting taller. And as you exhale, you're gonna think about rotating from the lowest part of your belly. So take a couple of nice deep breaths in that twist. Keep breathing. And then as you exhale, slowly release back to center. This time I want you to hold on to the bottom of your chair, sitting up nice and tall. We're gonna start to turn and look over the right shoulder, just with the head and neck. So go as far as you feel comfortable. Good, then slowly come back to center, look straight ahead, and then turn and look to the left. Slowly come back to center. Turn and look to the right. So remember what I said about range of motion, you're gonna do what works for your body. So if you don't have a lot of neck motion, just go as far as you feel comfortable. Back to center. Good, last time, slowly looking to the left, over that left shoulder, keeping your posture nice and tall, and then slowly releasing back to center. Chin is going to come down to your chest next. Back to neutral, and if it's available to you, chin up. Stretching out the front of the neck. Back to center, chin to your chest. Good, back to center, chin up. And then back to center, nice deep breath in. Keep hanging on to the bottom of your chair. You're gonna let your right ear fall to your right shoulder. So this is gonna stretch out to the side of the neck. If it's available to you or you'd like, just the weight of your hand is gonna go on that side of your temple there. So we're not pulling, there's no pulling, it's just a little bit of weight for overpressure, okay? So you're stretching out that left side of your neck. Good, pause and breathe, don't force anything. And then to come out of it, you're gonna shift your hand over to the right side of your forehead, and you're gonna help bring your head back up. That's gonna feel a lot better than just coming out of it. Good, release, sit tall. Next, you're gonna bring your left ear towards your left shoulder. If you want, left hand is gonna go on that temple area, and just set it there. We're not pulling. Couple of nice deep breaths. So you're breathing into the side of your neck. You're creating space here on the side of your neck. Good, then when you're ready, you're gonna move that hand over to the left temple area and then just assist your head back up to center. Okay, good, awesome. Release your hands down. Go ahead and sit up as straight as you can. Send your arms forward towards me, like you're hugging a tree trunk. So palms are forward, separate the shoulder blades, let your chin drop down. Good. On an inhale, sit tall, reach up to the sky. Good. Exhale, palms forward, chin to your chest. Separate your shoulder blades. Inhale, reach for the sky. Beautiful. Last time, exhale, palms forward, chin to your chest, breathing into the middle part of your back. Inhale, sit up nice and tall, reach for the sky. Good. Exhale, release your arms down. Beautiful. We'll do a couple more seated poses. So I want you to go ahead and take your feet out a little bit wider. So we're going to take a big wide stance here. We're going to move into a couple of warrior poses, and then we'll try them in standing too if standing is available to you. So I'm going to continue to mirror you. So your right leg is going to be bent, and you're going to step your left leg all the way out nice and straight. Your toes towards me, okay? So I'm going to drop my camera a little bit so you can see my foot position. So if I were you, I would say take your right toes and turn them to the right. So these are your right toes, they're going to face that way. And then your left toes are going to be this way, towards the screen. So you're still facing me. See how I'm facing you? We're facing each other, shoulders and hips forward. Got it? This knee bent, this knee straight. So your legs should look like mine right now. Got it? One leg bent, one leg straight. Big posture. Chest is lifted, arms come up, shoulder height. Good. Now I want you to turn and look over your right hand. And you're going to hold it here. So the thing that's great about chair yoga is that essentially you're using the chair as your prop. So if I want my body to be in a good position here and I want my legs to be in a stable base, so if somebody took my chair out from underneath me, I could still support myself. So think about it like that, okay? So this is our warrior two, and I want you to let your shoulders just kind of relax down away from your ears. So if you feel like you're doing this, hugging your shoulders up, I want you to let them kind of fall down away from your ears. Good, looking over that right hand, beautiful. Take your right arm and set it on your right thigh. Reach your left arm up and over, kind of like we did that side stretch before. Good. Pause and breathe. So you're breathing right here into the side of your body. You have a big stretch from your fingertips on the top arm all the way down to that back foot. Good. Little spine stretch, little torso stretch. Deep breath in, keep holding, and out. The next time you breathe in, you're going to sweep that arm up, set it on your straight leg, and then you're going to take that right arm and bend it back. So now you're stretching right here on your trunk. So just kind of the opposite. So we were like this, and then we came all the way up, and now we're sending that arm back, so we're stretching right here. Very good. Very nice, yoga friends. And again, you're doing as much as you can with the motion that you have. So you don't have to, you know, bring your hand back behind your head or anything. Goofy. Pause and breathe. Good. And then use that top arm, sweep your body back up. Arms come out to shoulder height. Palms face the floor. Palms face the floor. Good. Look over your right hand. Warrior two. And just pause and breathe. Relax your face, relax your jaw. Tummy muscles are in just slightly. Go ahead and turn and look towards me. We're going to do a little bit more of a stretch through the arms here. So I want you to take your arms and you're going to bring your left arm and cross it over your right arm like this. Make an X. Yep. Then you're going to bend your elbows. Yep. And then can you touch the backs of your hands together? Or the front of your hands? So you make that X, bend your elbows, try to keep your elbows up at shoulder height. So you should feel a little stretch in between your shoulder blades. And then you can tuck your chin a little bit. If that feels too challenging, then I want you to just give yourself a big hug, wrap your hands around to your shoulder blades, and let your chin drop down. Okay, just kind of pause and breathe into the middle part of your back. Your legs are still in that warrior position. Good. Nice deep breath in. Bring your arms all the way out. Chest is open. Palms are forward. Exhale. Release your hands. And then start to kind of move your legs back in. Kind of toe heel your legs in. So feet are closer together, and I want you to just kind of butterfly your legs in and out. So a little release through the hips. If you have water nearby, grab a drink of water. And we're going to do those same series of poses on the second side. So when you feel ready, just kind of check in with yourself, see how your body feels. And you're going to step your legs out nice and wide again. And this time we're going to turn our left toes to the left. So your left toes, you're going to try to turn to face the left side of your space. And your right leg is going to go straight with your foot facing forward or facing me. It will probably work better to kind of get right towards the edge of your chair. So with your legs, you want to have a nice stable base. So if somebody moved my chair, I'd be able to hold this like a deep lunge. That's essentially what it is, okay? Posture is up. Nice deep breath in. Arms come up to shoulder height. Good. Turn and look over your left hand. So you're looking over your left hand. You're relaxing the tops of your shoulders. And you're just going to pause and breathe. And just kind of be in your body. So see how it feels. Just kind of move your body a little bit and then hold it in those positions. So pausing and breathing, belly button draws in. Relax your face. Good. If you want, try turning your palms up towards the ceiling. Let the chest open a little bit more. Keep looking over that left hand. Take another breath in. As you exhale, turn the palms back down. So really think about reaching fingertip to fingertip, front hand to back hand. Breathe in. As you exhale, you're going to take your left arm, set it on your left thigh, turning that palm up if that works for you. Reach that top arm up and over. So notice when I'm doing this that I'm not like heavy on that front leg, right? I'm not collapsing my body. I'm making my body kind of hold itself up. So you're just kind of using that front thigh as support. Good. Keep breathing. So notice if you have extra tension like around your face or your jaw, and see if you can relax that. This is extended side angle. Good. Nice deep breath in. As you exhale, big sweep with that top arm. Bring it to your right leg. And then left arm reaches back. Now you're stretching that left side of your torso. The only thing I would say about when you put your hand on this straight leg, try not to rest it right on your knee joint. So either go above or below it if you can. And you don't have to be resting super firm or hard on your back leg. You can also just have a little bit of fingertip support. So this is a nice side stretch right here. Continuing to breathe. Relaxing your face. Good. And then as you inhale, bring your arms back up to shoulder height. Warrior two, looking over that left hand. Relax your face and jaw, and then turn your head to look back towards me. You're going to take your right arm this time. It's going to go on top. You're going to make an X at the elbow. Nice. Keep your arms up at shoulder height and then bend your elbows. So when you do that, the backs of your hands or your palms can touch each other. You're going to let your chin drop down to your chest, and you're going to hold it here, kind of stretching out between the shoulder blades. If that's really challenging for you, you can also just cross right over left and give yourself a big hug, reaching your hands around for the shoulder blades and then tucking your chin down. So you pick. If you're doing the cross at the elbows, try to keep those elbows at shoulder height. So these are our eagle arms. Chin to the chest, pause and breathe. Good. Nice deep breath in, slowly unwind, bring your palms down but forward. And then as you exhale, release your arms and slowly step your feet in. So just like you did before, kind of bring knees in and out a few times, just kind of relax through the hip joints. And then we typically, for those of you that are new to this class, we typically do a standing portion. So if you're comfortable, go ahead and come up to standing, and we'll use our chair for balance. So you can do one or two ways with the chair. The chair can be to the side of you or it can be in front of you, but I'm going to move it to the side only so you can see me better. So once it's standing, we're going to come to what we call mountain pose. So just like we did in sitting, this is kind of our active standing posture. So palms are forward, chest is up, tummy is in, and your feet, I would say, are about hips distance apart. So many of us have balance problems. So I want you to just kind of feel the ground beneath your feet. And I want you to try rocking from heels to toes if that feels good to you. So you can have a chair for balance if you want. Okay? If you're still sitting, you're going to rock from heels to toes as well. So even that subtle weight shift from the balls of your feet to your heels is important for balance. Okay? And then I want you to find a resting spot where you feel equal weight on both of your feet. And just pause here. Palms are forward. If you don't feel like you need the chair for support, then you don't have to use it. Take a nice deep breath in. If it's available to you, lower your gaze or blink your eyes closed. We're going to do a little bit of standing balance, eyes closed. Same thing can be done in sitting. Obviously, you're supported there. So especially if we have less sensation in our feet, this might feel a little bit harder. Just noticing what you feel. Good. Take a nice deep breath in. And then as you exhale, slowly release. As it's available to you, blink your eyes open. Chair for support if you like. Nice deep breath in. You're going to raise one or both of your arms up towards the ceiling. Drop your shoulders down away from your ears. So try not to hug your shoulders up to your ears. Keep your tummy tight. If you'd like, I want you to try lifting up your heels. So you're going to raise up to the balls of your feet. You can do this with the chair for balance. The goal is that we don't fall down during yoga. So chair for balance if you want, but you're going to lift up the heels and hold it. Okay? Pause and breathe. Tighten everything. So tummy is tight. Good. And then you're going to keep your arms up. Lower your heels and then sit your hips back. Chair pose. From the side, looks like this. So it's like you're sitting in a chair, but you don't have a chair. Well, you do, but... Right? So little activation in the legs. Good. Go ahead and bring your hands to touch at heart center. So give your shoulders a little bit of a break. Tummy is in. Notice the activation in your legs. Chest is lifted. Pause and breathe. Continuing to breathe. Good. Then as you exhale, mountain pose. Open across your collarbones. So chest is open, tummy is in. Good. Inhale, raise your arms up. Let your shoulders drop down away from your ears. Exhale, belly in. Inhale, float your heels if it's available to you. Or just kind of lift your heels if you're sitting. Lift those heels up. Tummy is tight. Pick a focal point, something to keep your gaze on. As you exhale, release your heels, chair pose. Sink it back. So sticking your butt out, hinging at that hip crease, tummy is tight. Good, bring your hands to heart center. Pause and breathe. Do your best not to hold your breath. Good. Nice deep breath in and out. One more time, nice deep breath in, come up to standing mountain pose. Good, if you have the chair in front, I want you to move it over to your right side. So chair is to the right. I want you to shift your weight so you have about 75% of your weight on your right leg. So your left leg, you're just gonna kind of use for a prop for balance. Okay, so we're gonna do a little bit of balance. Try your best to keep your hips level. Chair for balance. So you could be right here. See how I have more weight on my right leg and I'm kind of propping on my left leg? You can stay right here. Or you can take your left leg and cross it over your ankle. Okay? We're going to do a variation of what we call standing eagle. So if you're crossed at the ankles, you can bend into your hips and knees a little bit. Keep holding your chair. And then if it's available to you, hands are going to come to heart center. Or cross one arm over and give yourself that bear hug like you did earlier. So from the side, I'm crossed at my ankles and I'm bending into my legs just like I did when I was doing that chair pose. This is where I make you guys into pretzels, right? There you go. So you kind of bend in your knees and you're letting the weight be on that right leg. Good. Tummy is tight. And then when you've had enough, slowly stand up. And then uncross everything, open up your body and kind of shift your weight a little bit from side to side. Good. Open and close the hands a little bit and just kind of see how you feel. So we're kind of combining a few of the movements that we've done throughout the practice today, just to try something a little bit more challenging perhaps. I want you to move your chair over to the left side now. So we're going to stand as tall as we can, hips level, but we're going to put 75% of our weight on our left leg. So you can just prop with your right leg, or you can take your right leg and cross it over your left leg. If you do that, then I want you to try to bend a little bit. So you stick your butt out like you would for chair. Chest is up, tummy is in. And I might just stay right here. I might bring my hands to heart center. Or I might cross and bring my hands around to my shoulder blades. And then I'm going to try my best to keep my balance. Pause and breathe. And you should feel some activation in that leg that has more of your weight on it, right? Keep breathing. Good, beautiful, nice. And then when you're ready, slowly stand up. Uncross your legs, uncross your arms, and just kind of shake out the arms and shift your weight right to left. You're just kind of loosening up everything. Good. Now I want you to turn and face your chair back. So you're going to have your hands on your chair back. So kind of press, and when you do that, I want you to press down through your chair back, okay? And then I want you to step your feet out maybe like 2 or 3 feet away from your chair. But don't face plant on your chair, okay? So just be safe. So nice straight line. Good. And then from this position, your body should be pretty straight, right? So we have good alignment from the top of our head down to our heels. So you might feel kind of a stretch through your calf muscles. You might feel some activation in your tummy muscles. If it's available to you, I want you to try just lifting up your left heel. Good, and then set it down. Belly is in. And then try lifting up your right heel or your right foot a little bit. There's a little bit of core and hip activation here. Good, and then slowly release. Step your feet in. And then I want you to just kind of think about how that felt. So was it easy, medium, or hard? If it was easy, I want you to flip your chair so you're facing your chair seat. If it was medium or hard, you're going to keep your chair as it is. One more time, we're going to do it. So we're doing this for core stability, okay? Your hands are going to go to your chair back or the seat of your chair. Okay? You're going to step your feet out so you're in kind of that, we call that plank. I know. Isn't this funny that I'm making you guys do this? You're doing great. So you want to try to feel some activation around your tummy and in your back. So your back is straight. This is like your push-up hold, right? Remember those push-ups you used to do like several years ago? That's where you want to be. So this is a static hold. You're holding and breathing. Your belly is in. If you feel awesome here and you can make it harder, you're going to pick your left foot up a little bit, just a couple inches. And you're going to set it down. And you're going to pick your right leg up. And you're going to set it down, and you're going to hold it. Hold that push-up, and you're going to breathe in and out a couple more times. Good. When you're ready, you're going to take big steps in towards your chair or your chair back. And you're going to slowly come up. And you're gonna roll your shoulders back a few times, kind of pedal out those feet a little bit. If you're not facing your chair back, you're gonna flip your chair one more time. We're gonna do one more standing stretch. Hands are gonna go to your chair back. You're gonna walk your feet back again, a couple of feet, but this time I want you to sink your hips away from the chair. So kind of a variation of chair dog, we call it. So you're kind of sinking your hips back. You can modify where your feet are depending on where you feel the stretch. And try to let your head and neck relax. So we're kind of all gonna feel this in different places, right? Some of us might be more tight in our backs, but some of us might be more tight in our hamstrings or our calves. So think about pressing your sitting bones back towards whatever is behind you in your space. And just a couple of nice deep breaths here, in and out. Let your head and neck relax. And then you're gonna slowly come out of it. So like all of our transitions, we're gonna step slowly towards the chair. And we're gonna alternate kind of lifting the heels up. So pedaling out the feet a little bit, especially if we get dizzy or lightheaded. We're gonna turn around and have our butt face the chair back. And I want you to grab onto the sides of your chair. Okay, so you're gonna grab onto the sides of your chair like this. Looks like this from behind. You're gonna pull your shoulder blades together and lift your chin up. So kind of a chest and shoulder stretch. So why do we do all those chest and shoulder stretches? Because we all have kind of that forward gravity, right? Kind of makes us stooped. Gives us that rounded shoulder posture. So we're trying to come out of that. So we're opening across the collarbones, pulling the shoulder blades together, looking straight ahead or lifting the chin up. Good. Beautiful. And then go ahead and slowly come out of that when you feel ready. Situate your chair so you can come back to sitting. Grab a quick drink if you haven't yet. We're gonna do one more kind of supported back stretch. So we're gonna do a supported forward bend. You can bring your forearms to your thighs or you can reach for the floor if that feels good, but I want you to let your back round. Let your head hang. It might even feel good to just kind of rest your forehead in your palms here. But the key is that you're kind of letting that low back release. So just kind of allow your back to round however it feels comfortable for you. Let your head hang. So softening the neck. Couple of nice deep breaths in and out. So we're returning our breath back to the belly. So remember when we were breathing in and out into the low belly at the beginning of our practice today? We're going to do that again. Couple of nice deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. I'm just noticing how you feel as we come to the end of our practice today. When you feel ready, you're going to slowly come back up to a seated position, taking your time. And then I want you to come back to a position in your chair where you can relax. This is going to be our final relaxation. So you can just kind of let your back just kind of hang over your chair. You can bring your hands to your stomach or your lap, but get comfy. This is our final relaxation here. So we'll do a couple more cleansing breaths. So that's that inhale through the nose, heavy sigh through the mouth. So take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Big expansion through the rib cage, and then open your mouth, big heavy sigh. Like any last tension that you have in your body, you're letting go. Do that one more time. Nice deep breath in through your nose. Rib cage expands. Open your mouth, big heavy sigh. Good. Settle into your chair. Lower your gaze or close your eyes. I want you to take a moment to notice how you feel. Notice how your body feels. Notice how your mind feels. Bring your awareness back to your breathing. Noticing the gentle rise and fall of the belly with each breath. Notice any areas where you're still holding tension. Do your best to let those go. Soften your forehead. Relax your jaw. Maybe let your teeth separate a little bit. Bring your awareness around the center of your chest or your heart center. And just soften across the shoulders and the chest. Let all the muscles in your arms relax. And allow your arms to be supported on your lap or your belly or your chair. Then bring your awareness to the lowest part of your belly. Once again, noticing your breathing. And then just do your best to let go of any remaining thoughts. Put a pause on the mind chatter and just let yourself be here, present in your chair, allowing your body and your mind to be still for a few moments. When you feel ready, you can begin to deepen your breath. And then maybe just open and close your hands, kind of wiggle your toes or turn your head from side to side. So just kind of waking up the body a little bit again.